I'm so confused. My girlfriend wanted me to sleep with her twin sister. So, here I am at 2 a.m. in a very bizarre situation. I've been dating this amazing girl, 22, for a little over 2 years, and it's been an absolute blast. She's attractive, cheerful, kind, and supportive. We have a great relationship. She also happens to have an identical twin, and they are very close. They've been living together since they started university, though they attend different ones. Personality-wise, they are a bit different, but her twin is also a kind girl, and we get along well. Naturally, we all hang out often, and I'm pretty comfortable with both of them. In a way, I think of her twin as my own sister. Anyway, the twin was dating this guy, 30, for almost a year. I never particularly liked him. I always thought he was an arrogant prick, but I tolerated him when we hung out for drinks occasionally. Well, turns out I was right about him. He was cheating on her with his ex, and they eventually broke up. That was 6 months ago. Needless to say, she was devastated. She took it really hard. She became withdrawn, her self-esteem plummeted, and she started doubting her self-worth. The fact that it was her first relationship didn't help either. She stopped wanting to go out much. Of course, we did our best to encourage her, trying to get her to meet new people, even suggesting she hook up with someone new. I even tried setting her up with one of my single friends, who was genuinely a great guy. But it wasn't just us trying to help. Her own friends also encouraged her, but she just wouldn't cooperate. She kept whining, saying she wasn't pretty enough, and constantly comparing any new guy to her ex. No matter how many times we reassured her, she just wouldn't believe it. I understood that she was feeling down, and I didn't hate her for it, but I'd be lying if I said it wasn't getting frustrating, especially since it started affecting my relationship. My girlfriend was constantly worried about her sister, trying too hard to help, which led to arguments between them. And when they fought, my girlfriend would take it out on me. But that's not even the craziest part. Last night, my girlfriend was staying over at my place. After we had sex, we were lying in bed talking, the usual post-intimacy stuff, when she suddenly said she wanted to ask me for a huge favor. I told her, sure, without thinking much of it. Then she dropped the bombshell. She wanted me to sleep with her twin sister. At first, like any sane person, I thought she was either joking or that I had fallen asleep and was dreaming I was in some weird adult film scenario. But no, she was completely serious. She must have noticed the absolute shock on my face because she immediately started rationalizing it. She told me that her twin already had a crush on me and that, at the moment, I was probably the only guy she truly trusted. She genuinely believed that sleeping with me would boost her sister's self-esteem and improve her mood. She also told me that she had already discussed it with her twin and that her sister was completely fine with it. She reassured me multiple times that she wouldn't be mad, that she wouldn't even be present, and that she could just stay at my place while I went over and did the deed. It would only be one time, she said. You could just pretend she was me. She even went as far as to say that I didn't have to take it seriously. I just needed to have sex with her sister and then hold her for a bit afterwards so she would feel wanted and desired. She was practically begging me to sleep with her sister. Meanwhile, I was just lying there, stunned into silence, unable to process what I was hearing. In the end, I told her I'd think about it, just to get out of the conversation. But I couldn't sleep that night. That was yesterday. Today I've been kind of avoiding my girlfriend. We texted a little, but she hasn't mentioned anything about it yet. I'm freaking out. Jokes about twin threesomes aside, I don't think this is normal. She was talking about it so casually, like it was nothing. The act itself isn't even the issue. I mean, they look almost exactly the same, and I am comfortable with her twin. But if I go through with this, I feel like it could ruin our relationship. She says she won't get mad, but I seriously doubt that. And honestly, I don't think it would help her sister either, unless there's something else going on here that I'm not aware of. Then things took an even worse turn. My girlfriend noticed I was avoiding the conversation and insisted that I sleep with her sister, or we break up. I loved her, so I gave in. We set a date. When the day arrived, a Friday night, I went over to her sister's place, slept with her, and cuddled with her afterward.
The following morning, I went back to my girlfriend. But to my surprise, She seemed unhappy. I asked her what was wrong, and she said, "If you really loved me, you wouldn't have agreed to sleep with my sister." Now, I have no idea what to do.